Alright, all you mouth breathers, welcome back. Today I have my first TDM Swarm on slums. I'm not sure what kind of classes I was using because this is an old gameplay, but I think I switched from the Vector that I started out with here. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about today is the NFL draft. It concluded yesterday. A lot of great people were taken, like Johnny Manziel. He went to the Browns, and Jadeveon Clowney, excuse me, went to the Texans. I mean, those two teams, we should see a rise in production from them this coming season. And then my team, the Carolina Panthers. In round one, they took a wide receiver out of Florida State, named Kelvin Benjamin. This guy is 6'5" and over 200 pounds. I mean, he's going to fight for that ball when it's thrown to him. And now Cam won't be, overthrowing short little stubby receivers because, Kelvin Benjamin can reach out and grab those passes that are too high. So I think that was a really good pick, especially after our entire receiving corps pretty much all but dismantled. I mean, we really needed that good pick up there. And then in round two, we got Coney Ely. It's a defensive end out of Missouri. And that's one thing we need because Hardy is getting kind of old. And I think this might be his last year in Carolina before he retires. So, I mean, we need to strengthen up that defensive line like that because that was a good move also. And then we got Trey Boston out of North Carolina, a Tar Heel turned Panther, and he's going to be stepping in for safety, which is something that we also were bad at. Because remember that play here, I think a season or two ago, whenever we had the Falcons backed up to their end zone and blown coverage in the secondary, allowed them to leave a 60-yard pass down the field to get in field goal range and win. So, I mean, yeah, we really needed that. And then cornerback, we've got a cornerback, Ben Winker, out of San Jose State. I'm having to look at my phone to pronounce some of these names because they're kind of confusing. But anyways, he's coming out of San Jose State, and as a cornerback, because Captain Munnerlin, he went to the Vikings, so we needed to fill that position pretty quick. So I'm glad we picked one of those up in the draft, and hopefully he'll produce good numbers in his next few years here at Carolina. And then the last one in round 6, this is the one that doesn't really make any sense to me unless we're going to let either D'Angelo or Stewart go, because we'll probably let Stewart go if we do because he's old. I mean, he's not old. He gets hurt real easy. And then Stewart, he gets hurt too easy. He's out. He's like Michael Vick. And with Williams, he's getting old. I mean, he's been there for a while. So, I mean, they'll probably let him go at the end of his current contract. So, I mean, I think drafting the running back, is a pretty good move. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with Gettleman. He's won, 2-3 Super Bowls with the Giants. So, I mean, I'm going to go with what he says, even though I didn't like his decision to let go of Steve Smith. But, I think everybody's past that now. And, they've seen what he's doing. They realize, hey, maybe this wasn't such a bad idea because they're looking at how old Steve Smith was and everything. And, he wasn't really a top one receiver anymore. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Carolina Panthers. I mean, I'm really excited to see what they are going to do this season. If they're going to fall apart or if they're going to pull together and stand tall above everyone else. Excuse me. That being said, I wanted to talk about something that's coming up in June, and it's E3. It's the 10th through the 12th, and I've got myself a PlayStation 4, so I am very, very excited to see what they're going to be doing this year. I want to see what kind of games they're going to unveil for the PlayStation 4. I'm really excited that hopefully, they might show some Uncharted gameplay from the new one that Naughty Dog teased, I think, a year or 2 years ago. Somewhere in there. But it was, I bought a PS4 specifically for that game because I love myself some Uncharted. That game is absolutely amazing. The storyline is solid. The gameplay is pretty much flawless. It's the best game in my opinion. So, I'm hoping to see some things on Destiny because that looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And maybe I'm gonna say that they're gonna show some gameplay from a new Assassin's Creed, because they said something about making that annually. I'm not exactly sure if that'll fall through. And then we might, the big one that everybody's probably gonna be talking about, aside from Destiny, is Advanced Warfare multiplayer. I'm gonna say that we're gonna see some multiplayer gameplay at E3 from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because it's the new Call of Duty. Like I said, I mean they released the trailer early, which caught everybody a bit by surprise. And then I would absolutely not be surprised at all to see multiplayer gameplay at E3 from Advanced Warfare, because I mean they got to start this hype train building again. Because ever since Black Ops 2, and especially when Ghost came out, these sales records and numbers are on the decline, and Activision, I think, has taken notice, especially the way they've been trying to cram DLC through Infinity Ward down your necks. I mean, for Ghost, the only DLC I have is the first DLC pack. That's it. I don't have anything else. But it was they got to build this hype train, because I mean, from the way it's looking, I'm hoping that maybe, it'll be like Black Ops 2, kind of, in the fun factor. Unlike Ghost, where it's like watching moss grow. It's that boring. So I mean, I hope it's good. I really do, because this would be my third Call of Duty. Because I started playing at about halfway through MW3, and then went back and played some of the older ones. But I've really been playing since MW3. And like I said, I just hope it's good. I mean, I got high hopes for it with it being the first one, and then trying to impress everybody with what they can do. Anyways, that's it for today's commentary. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and remember, never go full hook.